we are actually on Sajapur Road. Sajapur Road actually started getting traction from commercial aspect. So you see on the left hand side the first large tech development which came, that first large IT company, Indian IT company Wipro. They had their global head office here. This is the Wipro's oldest and the global head office. This is a large one where almost more than 30,000 people work. This is, I think, where the top management of Wipro also sits. They work from here. So this is the story. That's where the story started of Sajapur. So you see all around both the sides of the road, you have large amount of commercial and residential development. It's all triggered around 30 years back, and slowly this area became a major IT hub of Bangalore. So this area is full of all kind of residentials by top developers, be it Puravankara, Divyashree, Prestige. You'll see a lot of big projects starting from anywhere between 200 apartments going up to 3,000 apartments. This is Sajapur Road, which leads to Sajapur village. It's a 20-kilometer stretch, and there's a lot of development on both sides of the road. So initially this area had a lot of plotted development and villas because the land price was relatively less or cheaper, but with time, of course, land prices started increasing. It was getting expensive to buy a plot or a villa. Then developers started buying land and actually constructed a lot of apartments so that the cost get mitigated, and still apartment was more affordable. So like when the first set of development came in form of apartments, they were anywhere between range of say 20 to 40 lakhs. I'm talking about 20 years back. And today they are trading anywhere between, let's say, 1.5 to 2 crores. So it has gone a multiple of around 6 to 7. You see retail all around, all the big brands, the new age brands are here, like Style Union, or maybe you can say the new format of retail is coming. You find all the branded showrooms on the either side of the road. And this also shows, the kind of demographic which is shifting, in last 20 years, probably the income level of this area, the people who are residing these has also increased. So, as I mentioned, like 20 years back, probably the amount of spending power was less, but with time, of course, this area has attracted a lot of talent, especially the top management. So spending power is also much higher. So you see a lot of demand. If you look at apparels, best of the brands are there. If you look at saloon, which is a very, very basic need, you have best of the brands like Tony and Guy, which is a very expensive saloon. They have multiple outlets here. So now we are heading towards Carmilaram, which is approximately 2.5-3 kilometers from the Wipro junction. 2 kilometers we can say. Carmilaram is the next junction where you have big tech parks. One is again the Wipro, the main office, the office number 2, because this office was getting smaller, so they built another large campus here. And in fact, they moved the entire workforce from Electronic City to Sajapur Road, and they have a second big tech park here. Then there's another tech park, RJ Tech Park, which houses multiple clients. So PayPal is there, Accenture is there, and put together both tech parks, probably around 60 to 70,000 people work here. So if you look at around, a lot of new format retail is there. Mana is a good developer here. Mana has multiple projects in this area. So Mana has large projects. Godrej have done a couple of projects here. Shobha is doing good projects. So these are the top builders in this area who have done multiple projects. So we are just reaching Carmilaram junction. Now if you go straight, you're going towards Sajapur Road. If you take a left turn and go, you'll go to Gunjur, which is also like a good micro market, and then it will lead to Vartur. So you can directly take a left turn and go via Gunjur to Vartur. Vartur is another big hub which is actually in the middle of Whitefield and Sajapur Road, and you have a huge amount of development coming in Vartur. In fact, now Gunjur also is getting a lot of traction. Even healthcare facilities are coming in a big way. So we just passed Sparsh Hospital, which is a big hospital, and then on the left hand side you'll see Apollo has opened one big hospital, big setup here, and they bought another land. So Apollo will have at least two hospitals in the same micro market. So you'll see left hand side the Apollo Hospital. And right hand side is a big project by Trent Square. It's a mix of commercial, residential and retail. We just passed the RJ Tech Park, and now we are heading towards the Wipro new office. On the left hand side you see a luxury villa development by Address Makers. the Grand Carmen address. And on the right hand side you can see a huge setup. There are multiple buildings of Wipro. That's their campus number 2, where most of the people are working who were actually in Electronic City. They moved them to this part, and this is a huge setup again. So for Wipro, it's a good strategy. They have 2 big offices close to each other within a distance of, let's say, 2.5-3 kilometers. Because of these 3 campuses all put together, probably more than 100,000 people are working, and that's creating huge demand. Typically for any tech park, it creates a residential demand within a span of, let's say, 10-kilometer radius. So if you look at 10 kilometers from this junction, there'll be huge amount of residential which is already built, and people are shifting here. And because of the residential demand, support demand like retail, hospital, entertainment facilities are also coming. In fact, there's a big shopping mall also planned by Prestige, probably in Sarjapur near their Prestige City. So you see, it's actually adding up to the demand for all categories. So Sarjapur Road has come a long way in last 20 years, and it is becoming a self-sustainable micro market, primarily driven by IT and followed by residential, retail and entertainment. Now we are reaching Domasandra Junction. This is a very important junction because the moment you take a left turn from here, you go towards Vartur. But the key point is this road has maximum and best of the international schools. The International School, Greenwood High, Inventure Academy, you name it. All the best schools are in this area, and if you go straight, we'll go to Sarjapur Road. So this is an important junction, and in this road you'll see, earlier it was a green zone, now a lot of residential projects are coming. So Mana, Abhi, Brigade, they all have projects. Prestige, they have all projects, and the important thing is this road will transform. So if you look at the left side, this road in next 5 years you will see both sides 30-35 story apartments. It will look like a Singapore. This area will transform in next 5 years. This is the growth area. This is the growth story, and this junction will become a critical junction because from here 2 big micro markets are coming, Vartur Road side and Sarjapur side. In fact, this road will also get metro. Already work, the plan is approved. It's gone for budgeting. Probably it will take couple of years, maybe 6-7 years, but then this area will become a very, very major economic hub of Bangalore and South India. Right hand side you'll see this is a big project by Lodha which has come, Lodha Elanza. This also have a small shopping mall like the Oxygen Mall, but going forward you'll see on the left hand side a big project by Prestige is there, which is almost 180 acres. It has huge amount of villas, almost 5,000 plus apartments, and a shopping mall which is coming. So this area will have a trigger. This will be an anchor project for this area. Again, you see all the best of the brands are here. And Prestige City is a landmark project in this area. This will actually cater to the entire micro market. If you take a radius of almost 10 to 12 kilometers from this point, and the entire area will be served by this project. So this is Prestige City entrance, and this is where the shopping mall is coming. The Forum Mall is coming. This will be a huge mall which will cater to the entire micro market, probably in a radius of 10 to 12 kilometers. Most of the best brands, restaurants, everything is here. There's a shopping area, arcade, again which has all the brands. These are small arcades to take care of the current need. Once the mall will be operational, then probably huge crowd will come and the retail will shift inside the mall. So now we are heading towards proper Sarjapur village or Sarjapur town, you can say. Sarjapur town also have good international schools and residential development. So there are a lot of villa developments which are here, by Nambiar, by ETCO, by NCC, and there's a large golf course also by Assets Group which is there, which is actually at the border of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. In fact, half of the project is in Karnataka, half is in Tamil Nadu. So interestingly, a lot of people joke saying they hit a ball and it goes from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu.